disturbing. Like,
Yeah.
what in the bloody hell? I've heard of fuck shit, but this is ridiculous. And I mean really ridiculous.
She said Americana. Yeah.
David, shut up.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It said shoot all the Americans, yes.
Oh, that was you. Okay, I thought that was...
Yeah.
Oops.
Shoot all the Americans. Oh my god.
I thought that was somebody else. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's not me. Yeah. Yada 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 yada.
Shoot me.
Yeah, I did.
What the hell is wrong with y'all? What's wrong with all y'all?
Well, Davis, I don't know. Cole, he's on them drugs, and me, well, you know, I'm fucking crazy. So.
We already know that.
Yeah. A little bit of both.
I mean, Charlie, you knew that from the day you met with me, so.
Yes, I know.
That's real fucked up.
Drugs.
I've been feeling depressed lately, y'all.
Well, you need to come over here then.
Just kidding.
Clear that depression right up.
Oh, a Ferris wheel. A Ferris wheel. Look at that. A Ferris wheel.
What Ferris? I don't see it.
That was a Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
Sounds like the dead screaming over there. The dead was trying to take me back.
I think Philip is right. You have lost your sanity. Oh
I've
Lord.
lost my sanity. What the hell are you talking about?
I just hope and pray to God. I just hope and pray to God my damn child don't have that. That is my one gift from the Lord. I just hope and pray to God my child does not does not lose its sanity.
Did I forget to mention we're streaming?
Oh shit.
Just the audio?
Yeah, don't worry. Nobody can see y'all. It's on my stream will start soon thing, but I said why the hell not? Just yeah.
So if someone were to watch this back in the someone were to watch this, you know,
all
after
the way back
episode...
to where me and Cole just did the Krusty the Clown line.
What
Fuck was that? That was like Arnold Schwarzenegger before his balls dropped.
Them's fighting words right there.
Sound like the clown getting choked.
Okay,
those
that
are some
is
fighting
something
words right
completely
there.
weird. Why the tongue?
You're welcome for that, Miss Wilbur.
I mean, babe, if you want to get over here. Practice
No.
We're recording.
I'm the one recording for us. Streaming for us. You shut up. Your words were censored.
Damn government trying to
You
censor
didn't
me.
even pick it up.
Damn government trying to censor me.
I'm back.
Good for you, Batman.
I'm Batman.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a pretty good Christian Bale Batman yesterday.
Yes, it was. That was.
Even though it's really hard to do his voice.
Okay, so I'm streaming
Did he
this
just
on
drink
our
crap
group.
before he did that?
I'm streaming this onto our group channel, my channel, and
Wasn't Donovan here a second ago?
yeah, he's driving. We can't call him while he's
He can't drive it. Yeah, he'll get arrested.
Yeah,
We'll crash.
Cole, is that you?
cocaine Batman right there.
Speaking of Batman, I was telling Philip this earlier.
Okay.
You got cocaine.
Sunday night, Sunday day, they had like an all-day Teen Titans Go marathon playing, which seems like it's almost every day they have that. But
I hate that.
hold on, but you're like this. But so I was like, I randomly turned. I'm like, this is another Teen Titans Go parody of the original show. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I'll be damned. There's Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo is on television.
You want to know something that's really funny?
What?
I was visiting my little cousin. He's in like 5th grade, and Teen Titans Go came on. He said, "This show is crap." He looked me right in the eye and said, "This show is crap." Teen Titans Go.
I agree.
Yeah, Teen Titans Go is crap.
It is crap.
It's hate it.
But let me tell you this. Let me tell y'all this.
Go ahead, tell
Cartoon
us.
Network better not touch Samurai Jack. If Cartoon Network better not touch Samurai Jack.
They already
Because if
did
they make
with-
another Samurai Jack show, they better not fucking touch it. I'm just be straight up honest with y'all. They better not fucking touch it.
Technically, they've already touched it when they brought it back.
Yeah. So they can't really do that. At least not now. Give it 10 years.
I put my.
So, since we're discussing cartoons here, I have to say this.
What?
Ash from Pokemon will remain a virgin forever.
Yes.
He had his one chance to smash, he didn't take it.
Teen Titans Go is not Teen Titans.
No,
you know what is Teen Titans?
Matt, did you hear what I said?
No, it's not.
This is Teen Titans.
I said, okay, we
Yes, the one true.
No, what were you saying? No, I didn't catch that. I had to go get my hat.
From Pokemon will remain a virgin forever, you know.
Because he's 10 years old.
No,
Not anymore.
well, that, and he's missed his one chance to smash.
Yeah, he missed on Misty, and that was his problem.
He's had more than one chance. He's been traveling with women. He's traveled with like 6 different women.
So he's basically.
The hell?
Let's get the fuck out of here. That's my mom talking about something. I hope you don't do that.
Background, I was like, what the hell?
Just like, what the fuck was that? I'd be honest with you, I thought that was one of you guys.
No. Because the only one
not really.
is Charlie. So.
Nah, the only background you're probably hearing from me is my fan and King of the Hill.
Why?
The freaking car noises
It's only
in the
411.
background
Why
of
is there
Charlie's.
King of the Hill on?
Because I bought a few episodes on my Xbox.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
But for some reason, they aren't available anymore. I can't buy any new ones.
See, I
don't know
do
why they took it
buying
off.
An episode. If I want to watch a show that I can't see anymore, I'll go out and get the whole.
I wanted to do that, but they
You know,
took
like I
them
did with
off.
Teen Titans. I bought this from Best Buy. Well, I ordered it from Best Buy.
You know what's really stupid?
Huh?
It takes them that long to try to get Starfire and Robin to smash.
No, actually,
they just make that. They just made out, but yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Actually,
because if you see the Judas contracts, there's actually proof that they.
I
actually don't mind how they did it because it was called storytelling.
Well, yeah, that too, but still. Plus, no, because there's this one scene in the Judas contracts where Terra and Starfire. No, it's not Terra. Starfire and Robin are like literally training with each other.
I mean, Nightwing. He's Nightwing in
Oh,
there.
yeah, that's right, Nightwing. And then,
Damian Wayne is Robin.
Yeah, that's right. That little. Anyway, I'm sorry. He's a.
Yeah.
I heard he gets. I hear he gets cooler in the comics.
But anyway,
he dies in the comics.
But anyway.
Oh. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, there's this part where they're done sparring, and then.
Do you have any idea how many Robins died?
What
were we talking about? I know what they meant. Yeah.
Yeah, they thought that she was saying like.
In the comics,
saying a dirty joke or something, and she was actually.
I got the where he's also equivalent to or something.
Hey guys, let me call y'all back. My battery about to die.
Okay, princess.
I'll call you back.
That's why you plug it up.
It's not a charger. Just messing with you.
It's like times like it's times like this where I ask myself, why do I hang around with boys that just want to make me laugh all the damn time?
Well, because one of them's your boyfriend.
And 2, why would you hang out with boys who don't want to make you laugh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want a dull motherfucker? Huh?
Or you want to hang with jackasses?
Charlie, I thought you said you were gonna hang up and call back.
I am. Matt, don't push me. I am.
I'm not. I'm just saying that's what you
Hang
said.
up
Yeah, don't push
already!
her. She'll use the death grip threat on you too, like she did Tommy.
You mean the Vulcan death grip?
Oh, you know what? This is actually an interesting story to tell on live stream. So, it was a long time ago when me and Charlie were first, together, right?
A long time ago.
My
the
buddy
Galaxy
Tommy
Star
came
Fighter.
by after a long time, and he was surprised as hell that my girlfriend was black of all things. So, when we were all hanging out in my room, we were playing a couple of games, right? Oh, get this. Me and Tommy like to do this kind of way of joking. And he apparently took it the wrong way, so she yelled at him saying, "If you touch my man, I'll grab your balls off." Tommy's a big dude.
I caught
I
half of
can't
that.
hear anything over a train.
Charlie,
I caught half of that. Well,
good idea to hang up your phone because the choo-choo train is blocking out the audio of everybody else. Or not. Okay.
wait, why is she on a subway station? I'm just wondering.
Not on a
Why you-
subway station, she's on a bus.
What the?
Why you on a bus?
Film everyone! What the hell?
I also heard.
No, everyone hang up. This is a good angle for me. Everyone. No, never mind. She went back to the...
Seriously, that's loud as hell. I can't hear what anyone's saying.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. Damn. Damn. All right, so tell the story again.
Okay. So it was a long time ago when...
I will laugh if she comes back in here.
me and Charlie were... No? Oh, it's Donovan. Okay. So, it was a long time ago when me and Charlie were like, still... we were just first going out, right? Time she was at my house. So, around that time, my buddy Tommy also comes over. Up, hanging out for a while. Me and Charlie. We were back in my room. We were playing a couple video games, playing a couple Call of Duty and all that when they were good. Thank you. Then, me and Tommy have this way of joking with each other. Saying we'll kick each other's asses right that. Charlie took it the wrong way and threatened Tommy to literally say it like this: "If you threaten my man, I'm gonna rip your balls off." I was like, no, because here's the thing. Tommy's in the like sitting in the back. He's scared out of his fucking mind because he's never had that happen before. And me, I'm scared shitless because she's right beside me.
It's like,
If
no,
I say
confrontation.
something fucked up and I'm dead, I'm like, I could kiss my manhood goodbye.
No, big fella, there's nothing you can do about it, fella. There.
Now listen here. This is something funny.
So,
I'm not going to say who, but a member of my family got into a confrontation with someone else one day. I won't say who they are because, we're streaming. Don't want to, embarrass them or anything.
Well, I ain't
And they got the hard... Well, Philip is, but anyway. They was
what?
fighting. They was arguing. They was yelling at each other. And the guy was talking some shit, went too far. And my family member... A member of my family.
Oh, I am
said,
recording. I'm just testing to see if it works. That's on the.
Okay.
But the member of my family, he looked him dead in the eye. He said, "Hey man, I'm gonna put my nuts in your mouth if you don't shut the hell up."
Bum.
Just that's stupid.
There's no way to stop a conversation.
It's just so stupid. He does that every time he gets in like a confrontation. Every time he gets in like near a fight or anything, he'll blurt that out.
This is just straight homo. It's just.
It scares the shit out of people.
Oh,
It does scare the shit out of people. I've seen it.
Great guy, because suddenly he'll be like, "Oh no, I don't want to deal with that."
He said to me, "You'll learn what kind of person. If you say that to someone in a fight, you're about to learn what kind of person they are."
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna rip your balls off.
Oh, hold on. I got one for you. So it's like a little family story. Okay, so it goes back to my mom and my dad. So there was a time like back then where my mom and my dad came down to South Carolina to like start over, right? There were times where my dad just like sometimes he wouldn't do things. Oh hey man, how you doing?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, Philip?
What's up? I can't really pull my camera on right now because
My.
Anyway.
We didn't.
So make a long story short, there was this time where my mom and my dad kind of got real. Well, no, it was mostly my mom got really pissed with my dad one time. She almost hit him with the car. And this is the part that kills Charlie each time my mom tells the full story. She drove by him and literally yelled, "You whore!" Like that. And that is the starting of when Charlie is now saying you.
Damn.
Yeah, you know why she says it? That's why.
I
That's
felt
like in driver's ed in high school, where one of the instructors was one of the high school football coach, and he was actually my position coach. And apparently, some guy cut off the student driver, and he stuck his head out and yelled, "You fucking dildo!"
What the hell?
So it was like insulting because it was like you're not even a real dick. You're like
You're pseudo.
or I felt would be like my.
My.
You like them birds from Finding Nemo.
processing, insult processing.
In 10 minutes, we'd be calling Dave.
Philip, you sounded
Alright,
like those
sweet.
seagulls in Finding Nemo.
Oh, God. Don't even get me started, okay? Fucking Charlie, she laughing about those damn seagulls. I asked Matt because there was one time on one of my birthdays where me, Tommy, and everyone else, we literally almost killed Charlie just by yelling mine. And fucking Tommy was the
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh,
because he was
Oh my God, I
dead-ass
remember that.
perfect with it.
oh my God, I remember that.
You remember?
Yes, I do.
We were literally we almost killed her. It was fucking hilarious.
So like, I guess we're gonna leave. I guess we're gonna hang around with him for like, I guess it's like 15 minutes before, so he can get comfortable with us around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Tell some jokes.
yeah, because I wanted to feel like this is the weirdest podcast I've ever been on. No, I mean, you know what I meant. So I'm like to the point where he doesn't want to come back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't promise anything. I'm like a.
I mean, I'll definitely pull off a joke at random whenever we bring up something, and like,
Boo, you blobby pink son of a bitch, go down.
Damn.
Well, all right then, Philip. Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
hey, Matt, do you already know what kind of show he's
What?
gonna?
It's really you're breaking up, dude. I can't really tell what you said.
Sorry, kind of. Yeah, I know I'm probably gonna be yelling for the most part of this, but you already know what kind of a show that he's gonna be discussing. Like, do you already have details on what his show's gonna be about?
Well, I believe I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him what show called My First Girlfriend is a Galaxy. I'm going to ask him, if people who don't know what that show's about, tell us what it's about.
All right.
I already know what it's about. It's really hard to explain, so I'm going to have him explain it to y'all. So, one of the questions I have on him is, see, where was it? What was the first anime you watched that got you hooked into the world of anime? That's a question that pretty much anybody would ask anybody who's an anime fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got you into the industry?
Like mine is Dragon Ball. I would tell you Dragon Ball Z, but like I didn't get super into it until I watched Cowboy Bebop. So.
It's always the number one. It always works out for every American to get into anime.
Oh hell yeah.
Like virtually every person I know who's not really that big of a fan is like, but I do like the Cowboy Bebop. And I was like, well, there's a reason why it's considered one of the most successful of all time.
Oh,
No,
so I
High School
told
of the Dead was what got me into it.
I told Philip which one was it that I told him about? So, oh man, I gotta find it now. Hang on a second.
You know what? I'm actually gonna tell you guys something that you might not believe. My mom's
Oh.
actually into anime.
I believe it.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
we need more of
Her
that.
favorite one is Inuyasha.
Really, Inuyasha.
Oh yeah.
We need more people like that.
Hey,
You know,
Inuyasha.
get rid of that stigma that, anime is just for little nerds, which it is not.
Oh my god, I can't find that. I can't find what I was looking for now. Crap. I can't find the person who liked my tweet that works on the Yandere Simulator.
Oh, dude worked on Yandere
Hey, did you-
Simulator?
No,
Matt,
no,
did you
no,
tell
the- no,
others
the
that you
voice-
got what's her name to do the intro for you?
What do you mean? What about it?
She did the voice for your intro.
Well, no, she wasn't. No, she's the one who did Yandere Simulator. I'm trying to figure out who.
No, no,
she's
I'm
like,
saying, did you tell them about? the
Oh
one
yeah,
that
I
did?
some of them I've already seen. Which I wish I can just. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch over audio real quick. Just so I can play this. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. You're good with that shit.
Actually, no way. I can't. I'm gonna go because the last time I used my webcam microphone, it sounded weird.
Yeah.
Actually, Philip, you play it for them since I can't actually.
I gotta play it.
Because
Man.
my webcam microphone sucks. Remember?
Fuck your webcam.
Hope my audio won't be much of a problem.
Probably it shouldn't be. I mean, you know.
I have a thing called Audacity.
Scrolling,
Good.
scrolling. This is fucking bullshit. Okay. well,
Yeah. Thing,
Oh. My bad.
Alright, let me go back in the group chat. Let me share my sound system, because apparently Matt can't fucking do this shit. Okay. No, restart, you dildo. Okay, there we go.
Damn.
I'm
check
very
this
graphic
out.
about my words, so, you know.
Yeah, I got her to do this.
Why? What the fuck? I just lost the shit. That.
What did you just lose?
I just had the video.
Mine sounds
And
like
I
it.
lost the shit. Damn it.
I can just send you it again, Philip.
Yeah, do that, because I don't feel like scrolling up on Skype. Just. I'm agitated to fucking. Okay, thank you. Watch all. Now you.
This is the Demon Lord of Pride, Lucifer, and I demand that you listen to the Full Metal Otaku podcast. And if you don't, I will personally torment you until you do exactly what I say.
You sound like Cortana.
yeah.
You know what? I wonder if she is Cortana. Like, no, she's not.
No, she's not.
No, that's not.
But isn't that cool though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I would like to have that as a ringtone version for my phone. Or something like that. Maybe an answer machine.
Okay.
Why can't I find what I'm looking for now?
That actually would work better as an answering machine.
An answering machine.
Fuck, I fell on my ass.
What?
Well, okay.
Okay.
Don't worry, the
Y'all
cheekbones
know what
are...
I mean.
That's.
Y'all know what I mean.
No, we
Wait,
don't
what?
know what you mean. What do you mean?
Use that voice
Oh,
clip
it's just-
for your voicemail.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Let's agree that we
That's
all
what
don't know what we're talking about, and let's
Use this
move
shit
on.
for my voicemail. I don't know you. Oh, well.
Yeah!
Chuck your ass.
Fuck.
What the hell?
I can't. I literally can't find what I'm looking for now.
What the hell was that a second ago?
What?
I heard something.
That's water.
The Glass
I don't
Castle
know.
is a memoir about my childhood and my family.
That's water. Well then, Philip. Okay.
Well, then what?
I don't know what that was for.
I don't know what it was for. You know.
Oh my god, I can't. I still can't find the Yandere simulator thing.
So, is he coming in a minute or?
I need to find out if I need to call him now.
It's 4:30.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to.
Oh, 30, boy.
Do you happen to need anything from the store?
No. Oh, you're not. She's not talking to me. Never mind.
We need condoms. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try to get him in here.
Okay, we're gonna be professional.
And
As professional as we can. Oh,
Hello.
hello. Oh,
What happened? What happened?
Okay. I guess he
What
doesn't
happened just
want
now?
to.
Philip, you blew it.
How the hell
What
did
just
I
happened?
blow it?
I'm gonna find. What happened? What, seriously, I don't know what happened.
yeah, I saw it.
Message him and ask what happened.
Hey, but he has some blood in his urine, so I don't know.
I don't want to hear that.
What in the hell is going on over there?
Davis, I've been
See, they
talking
blew
with
it for
Matt
me.
a lot of times. Believe me, you don't want to know.
Exactly.
You
I'm
don't
trying
want
to.
to know.
But he's going to have a urine study done.
No, here's what was funny. There was one time I was going to hell out of his uncle because I kept on going.
Alright.
You ain't doing it?
I don't know what happened.
Here,
Well,
you messaging
like
him?
he got on and then he instantly dropped out.
Well, I'm about
Yeah,
to find
like
out
he's
what
like,
happened.
who the hell is this?
You're about to. Well, he better answer what the hell going on here.
I think it's because they're
I
talking
mean,
about.
it's mostly you guys asking questions. Me, I'm just here to make sure the video gets on.
What? I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Hey, Charlie.
Well, then that's not gonna work. Where's she at? Too much background noise. Charlie, where are you at?
I'm on the bus.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm trying to figure out what happened because he got on and then
He was just
like,
on here, but then
What?
it just like automatically cut off.
Right now I'm trying to get this interview started.
Sometime today, I need you to take insurance out the bathroom. I gotta look.
I'm hoping he'll be able to hear us with the bus people. I'm trying to figure out what happened. I don't know what happened.
If he just dropped out because he didn't want to do any of this, then I'm about
Oh,
to
no, he instantly dropped out after I saw that he joined. So that tells me it's more of a connection problem, probably, rather than like
yeah, it
him.
might be.
Because
I
that
mean,
was
because
way
there are
too
times when me and Charlie
complicated.
like try to call each other. That same thing happens when like it comes to the areas that she's in.
I have my data turned on, so.
I was meaning like days when you don't though. When, like it freeze. You know that glitch we had for a while when your thing froze and then it just cut off.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what the problem is. Skype sucks.
You all right, Mr.
Oh,
Two?
hold on, he's messaging me. Hold on, let's see what happened. Oh, his phone decided to kill itself.
Oh wow.
I'm calling again.
Oh, jeez. I understand. Well, Charlie should understand how that is. Sometimes her phone is an ass.
I got that good phone.
Shut up, Davis. Yeah, I got 3 back at you.
There he
Hello.
is.
Mr. Dave Trosko, is that you?
Oh, come on.
Uh,
Hello.
Hello?
I hear him.
We can hear you, sort of.
Cool.
Mr. Dave Trosko.
All right. Yeah,
Hi,
that's me.
Hi, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too.
You know, this is
So,
bit,
Mr. Dave,
we're not, we haven't started yet. We're just chilling to get yourselves comfortable with all this stuff here. So, is that cool with you?
That's cool with me. Let me see if I can.
Hey, this is like big. I've been trying to get somebody from like that Funimation and stuff, or somebody getting on here. Not happened in a while, so this is first.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, this is the first time we're having somebody from Funimation on the podcast.
Well, there you go.
I'm telling you right now, we don't have that much subs, but we're gonna get. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more after this.
Oh yeah.
hi, sir.
So, but don't mind the noise. There's like one's on a bus, well, that's she's the only one on the bus.
So this one right here is in a room with like 3 fans on.
Yeah.
Busted AC.
Well, I mean, it is pretty hot over here, so.
Yeah, I'm in Texas. It's just.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there ain't nothing compared
Hey,
down
Ian.
here. It ain't nothing. Texas? Yeah, no, that's different. Where I am is nothing compared to Texas.
It's
Yeah.
actually only 80 degrees. It's just
What?
outside.
I'm sorry, Charlie, but it's really hard to hear him with the bus.
Hold on for a second.
Yeah, on the bus, Charlie,
if
you need to
could-
turn your volume down.
Yeah, if you
Can you turn down a little bit?
please, like, because you're still on the bus, so you know.
Is it possible to turn the audio down?
Is that lower enough for y'all?
Oh, let's
Oh,
try.
look at that.
Okay, try saying something now.
Hey. Say hi to
It's,
me.
oh, is that your kid?
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Man, it's really. I'm excited. Hopefully. I'm super excited about this.
Are you?
Yeah. Cole was like, come on, let's do this.
Yeah, I've been waiting all day just for this, so.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So, Nicole got to do one of my intros for I guess this episode coming up.
Did you guys watch the episode today?
I'm going to after this.
Cool. Cool.
I have been watching it on Crunchyroll. I didn't know it was getting dubbed though.
The dub is excellent.
Hey, question: who owns the rights to the Konosuba series?
I don't know. I believe we do.
Oh man, you guys! I would love to see that one dubbed. That's the one I'm so see if that ever gets dubbed. I'm gonna watch that one all day. That one's crazy.
Oh, well, Super.
What? Hold on, I still can't hear you.
Charlie, the bus is still interfering with the conversation.
All right, then I'm gonna just sign out.
Call back when you get off the bus.
All right,
All right.
Back when you're not on the bus.
I'll call back, Mr. Dave, sir.
Bye.
All right. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Anyways, so okay, so what were you saying now? I couldn't hear you.
Anyway, yeah, we were gonna have Konosuba, but we ended up not getting the rights.
Oh darn.
I don't
Is that
know
what-
who will get the rights, but who will eventually get them. But I was in line to direct that one last season, but didn't end up happening.
Yeah. But okay. So I'm not sure. So when do you want to like start the the podcast? I can't even talk today. Hold on. What now?
So, Mr. Trosko, like, how many years have you done Funimation? Like,
Okay. No.
was that?
Sorry about. What were you saying? I was trying to talk to somebody. I tried to tell them to be quiet. You don't know how to be quiet. Anyways, so what were you saying, Mr. Dave? What happened? Did he freeze on us?
I think he froze. Oh wait,
No,
there you are.
he's good. Give it a second.
Oh. What happened? Did something freeze on you?
Yeah. Stepped outside to feed the chickens.
Oh, you got chickens?
Oh.
I got some chickens too in my backyard.
Yeah. Love it.
All right. So,
All right.
the one. Ready to start this thing? Let's do this.
Let's get it going.
All
I'm
right.
game. It's going.
All right. I better not be trying. I do not want to update anything right now. Okay. What's up, everybody? This is Matt, the Misfit from Full Metal Otaku, and today we got some good friends of mine. We got Psycho Knight here. Say what's up. Got Donovan over here.
yep, what's up?
We got Mr. Davis.
Hey.
I met Cole over here.
Hey, how's it going?
We had Charlie. She'll be back at some point, but she'll be back. But today, very special guest. I am super excited for this. For the first time ever on Full Metal Otaku from Funimation, Mr. Dave Trosko.
Hiya. How's it going?
Nothing much, man. Good to have you on here.
Cool. Great to be here.
So for people who don't know who you are, tell us about yourself.
I've been doing voices for Funimation for 14 years.
Wow.
Started a long time ago. Started as just doing bit voices for shows like Full Metal Alchemist and Dragon Ball GT. My first real big role was in High School Rumble at Daisuke Imidori. Actually, the first biggest role I got was bigger role was in Galaxy Railways as the older brother. So that was the first role. But after that, it'd been kind of for a couple years, and just recently things up again. And I have been directing for about a year now, not a full year, but about a year for Funimation. My first director project was All Out, which was 2 seasons, rugby anime. Second show was Seven Mortal Sins, of course, which kind of came to me a little bit.
It's out there. It show's out there.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, Nicole did the recent intro for my show. I asked her to do it. She said she'd do it. She did it. So I shout to her. She's pretty cool.
Nicole's great, very friendly, very nice person.
Yeah, I've noticed she only has so far. She's only done 2 animes.
Yes, brand new.
See, now that makes sense.
Brand new. Her first role ever was Lucifer.
Yeah.
And I grabbed her for that role because I wanted a person that had a new voice and a new sound for this show.
See, I would feel awkward doing those type of shows because of the type of thing that goes on into it. So I'm like Monster Masune or something like that. It would be awkward for me to do, but I'd watch it. So speaking of new shows, go ahead. What was that?
That was George. She's
she's adorable. So my first girlfriend is a gal, which is just aired on Funimation.
Yeah.
But people don't know about it. What is it about?
My first girlfriend is a gal. Is slice of life high school comedy. Emphasis on the comedy. It's a little bit like American Pie. It's very relatable. It's about a boy who is he's 3 kind of pervy friends, and they push him to date this girl Yukana, who is and a gal is a type of girl, kind of like a high fashionista. It's a subculture in Japan, and it's kind of the first. It's kind of like a Jersey Shore type thing, honestly. The gals, at least, and it's kind of the first anime that really explores that subculture of Japan, the gal culture in Japan, and the show definitely showcases it. But it's a harem type of anime. He's got several girls interested in him, but he himself is a bumbling virgin, just struggling through life, as a lot of us back in high school could probably relate to. So I find the show super relatable. It's really, really funny. We have an amazing cast. We've got Alejandro Saab, Jamie Markey in there as the 2 leads. The 3 pervy friends of Junichi's. We've got Jacob Browning, Brad Smeaton, and Chris George. Jacob Browning and Chris Smeaton both being rather newcomers to Funimation. Chris George, of course, is a veteran and a great director as well. The show is super hilarious, and we've been taking as much liberty as we can to make it as funny as possible.
I've been watching the thing on Crunchyroll. It's fun to watch. It's like, do you do a voice on the show or no?
I don't know. Away from casting myself in any of my own projects. Just
That makes sense, I guess.
Them separate.
Anybody have questions for Dave before we get on to the next one? Go ahead, Davis.
I was wondering if you've ever done any work on the Funimation series or the dub of Black Lagoon.
No.
No?
If I did, it was probably like background or something. I've been in like
I'm a huge fan.
As far as
go ahead, Daniel.
For the new show you're working on, My Girlfriend is the Gal, like, how far are you so far in the process of it? Like, has it just been released, or?
We just released the first dub episode today.
Okay.
Aired at 4 o'clock Eastern time today. With the simul dubs, we don't really get that far ahead. So we're on a 2-week turnaround. So the day that it shows in Japan, 2 weeks later, you can expect to see it dubbed and on Funimation.
Now, when Space Dandy did their simultaneous, I'm not sure who was involved in Space Dandy, but that was being prepared at the same time, I believe.
That one was, yeah. There's been a couple that have been like that. Akiba's Trip was another one that was, I believe, last season or the season before that. And those were simul dubs. Like, we had 1 day in between. Or even at the very same time, too, in Japan.
You had a question for Dave here?
Well, I do.
Well, you said you were a part of the dub vocals on GT.
Yeah, like bits.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, like, which actual character do you have?
Like, I think it's like boy in blue shirt.
Blue shirt.
So, kind of basically, like, characters that really not there.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Background characters.
Yeah, background characters.
Like a good 1.5 to 2 years. Except for my one role in Galaxy Railways, it was just all bits. And it's been that way for quite a while. Like, I've been in 150 animes or over that, but that's not to say I was a lead character in many of them. Since then, I've got plenty of name characters and stuff in other shows. Ben was a big one. Laughing Under the Clouds. I was Spain and Hitalia. That's a pretty popular one. But yeah,
Sorry.
just because I'm accredited in 150 animes, it's actually named part in 150 animes.
Now, Cole, you got one? What's your question?
Real quick, I need to make sure this mic is working. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, the
it's
mic's
good.
working.
Okay, good. All right. So my question is this has to do more with how you went about getting into dubbing. So when you first started off, not like zero experience, how'd you like go about it? Did you like make recordings and send it to like, I don't know, like to these people who like directors who are like doing these shows to check out your voice, or did you like call and make an appointment? Like, how did you go about like at first getting yourself into dubbing?
It was a lot less romantic than it sounds. I literally responded to an open call that Funimation had. Now, granted, this was 14 years ago when anime wasn't really that big a deal.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. That big of a company. So
yeah,
I came in for an open call audition. I was 17. I think I was 17, 16.
Oh.
And I'm 31 now, if that gives you any sort of time reference. And I auditioned with someone great who heard my voice and thought that I was a usable person. So he gave me a call back, and I started bits. Chris Bevins gave me my first bit role, and I can't remember, but I imagine it Full Metal Alchemist or something. Or actually, maybe it was a Burst Angel. Not quite. Can't really remember. But Chris Bevins knew me because his dad, my dad, actually worked for the Boy Scouts of America together.
Oh.
And Chris pulled me in and was like, "Hey, your last name's Trosko, in relation to George Trosko?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my dad." And he's like, "Oh, your dad, or my dad, your dad's boss." And I was like, "Oh, that's sweet." He's like, "Now I'm going to be your boss."
That's kind of ironic if you think about it.
Well, you answered my next question. I was going to ask since he called you, I was like, how do you get a hold of that info? Because I have been curious of possibly like myself attempting voice acting as a.
I literally was going to be one of my questions. It's like, what?
Yeah, so that's why I was asking, like, how, at least from your experience, how you got yourself at first in the beginning. Like was one person I know said that he's doing recordings of his voice acting, and I guess that probably means that he was going to, like, I don't know, like, make contact with like companies and then like send in like, recorded stuff. So that's why I was asking, like, how you went about it, just to get a good idea.
Yeah, a little bit different.
I get this right here if they got it, but you have to read to make sure that it says first grade or week grade.
Responding to an open call, really not any.
Yeah.
500 actors, and out of those 500 actors, probably about 150 of them get consistent work with Funimation.
Anyways, you can get a loaf of that bread.
So it is a very crowded. In order to get into voice work, though, I would recommend getting acting classes first, being an actor first. You can't really voice act without half of that.
That's usually what somebody ever says. You got to know how to act first before you do voice acting.
Yeah. So that's definitely important. I was in theater to begin with. I was a high school theater kid. I went to college for theater. I graduated with a degree in theater and a master's degree in theater. So acting was really hard to get into because it was hard to get used to that type of acting coming from the stage. But for people trying to get into it, I'd say learn to act and then start doing projects wherever you can. There's always projects around if you're in a major metropolitan area. It's a little bit harder if you're in the boonies. But if you live close to Chicago, here, then those are the major cities where anime dubbing and a lot of recording is on. Sending voiceover demo in is important too. Getting a nice voiceover demo. Don't just have your friends listen to it. Have professionals listen to it because your friends will all say that it sounds good.
Oh, absolutely. I understand.
Yeah.
I work in the film industry, and it's hard getting on crews, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And take from well. You may suck.
Yeah.
You may
Never
not.
have
Carolina. Most of us live like either in Somerville or Charleston. It's a lot harder to find, gigs like with anime.
Yeah, well, when it comes to virtually anything of that sort, to be honest with, from what I know in the film industry, South Carolina is at the moment relatively dead. Like, there's not very much going on in the state, which is why it's probably best to go to like Atlanta. It's kind of become, at least for the southeast, like in the U.S., it's kind of more of a, I guess you could say, like a central point for things of that nature, especially film.
Texas.
For a question about, I was going to say, like, you necessarily need like a kind of help.
Say that again, though.
Break up.
Do you necessarily need like a degree in theater to actually apply for it? That's
There's not. Since it's an acting gig. It's not. There's not really an application process. It's not like working at Albertsons or something where you just fill out an application and then they'll look at it. It's really a self-promotion sort of deal. So a theater degree helps because it gives you some sort of legitimacy behind what you're doing, but you don't necessarily need one. If you have, there's plenty of voice acting talent that don't have theater degrees that are perfectly talented. It does help. It shows that you're trained. It shows that you're committed to the craft, I would say. But also, being involved in acting and theater and projects like that will definitely also show that too. I don't know of any voice actor at Funimation that does do some other form of either arts or theatrical arts or acting, from improv to stand-up comedy to even like YouTube presence and stuff like that. Like I don't know, Funimation that doesn't do something else other than that, or just spend the majority of their time voice acting.
Yeah.
Here in ton of work from audiobooks. I've done some audiobooks. There's commercials. There's just radio copy. There's a ton of work here in that.
So I don't know what that was. As far as I can go, but so a question I've been wondering is, like, you can't just get into anime just by watching, just to get into it. You have to be able to watch something. So, like, what was your first anime you ever watched that got you hooked into the anime? See, I answered with with Dragon Ball Z, but got me cold-heartedly hooked on it was Cowboy Bebop. So, what happened with you?
Wait, just before you answer, I just need to let y'all know real quick that my phone's about to die, so I'm going to try and get on my laptop to rejoin y'all.
All right, cool. That's cool.
All right.
I was never a huge fan of anime per se, but I was a huge fan of cartoons growing up. My favorites were the Billy West cartoons, like Doug and Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah.
Shows like Animaniacs, like all those Tiny Toons, all those classic Nickelodeon cartoons were really what got me into the idea of voice acting. In fact, Billy West, who I just got to meet last month, like super cool. I got to meet one of my heroes. He was the first guy that I, as a kid, as a 6 or 7 year old, you really don't think about like the voices behind the characters that you're watching. But he was the first guy that I was like, oh, that's Billy West's voice. I know that voice. And I knew him as a voice actor. So before I knew anybody else, he was the first voice actor that I knew of. So
like voice actors like Mel Blancan and Kevin Conroy, you don't really recognize that's them until you talk to them.
Right.
I think it's because Ren and Stimpy was such a big, huge deal to me as a kid because it was the first show that my parents were like, you cannot watch that show.
I sort of can see why, because it was like so out there and just crazy at the same time.
That was the show that all the parents complained about.
Yeah.
Now everyone's complaining about Steven Universe and these other new shows that not a lot of people are watching now. So.
No. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was a big thing, and because I guess it was restricted, was why it was so fascinating to me to watch it, and it was so silly. So that was probably my favorite animated show. It still is. That one, Rocko's Modern Life, was another one that I watched a lot.
That's coming, actually.
As a kid younger than that, Inspector Gadget was like my favorite show growing up. As far as anime is concerned, though, I never really got into it too much until I started doing it. And then I was really just engrossed in the projects that I was working on. So the first real anime that I kind of really watched all the way through was Galaxy Railways. And I had seen Dragon Ball Z on Network growing up as well, and I'd watched that.
It's like everyone's seen like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z. Those were the shows on at the time. So, yeah. And then like Naruto came in, and then I believe it was like.
I was into that when I was a kid. Naruto. When I was a kid, I couldn't stand Dragon Ball, but it was for stupid reasons when I was a little kid. Stupid reasons that I couldn't stand it. Apparently, it came on right after my favorite show, Ed and Eddie. I thought, oh, this show's coming on. I want to watch more Ed and Eddie.
That show, sure.
I mean, Ed and Eddie is like my all-time favorite cartoon show, like ever, next to Teen Titans. So like, or no, actually next to Batman the animated series. But
there really wasn't much anime for me growing up. Dragon Ball Z was pretty much it, and
they didn't air it. They didn't air anime too much except for Toonami. That was the only thing you could really watch.
Yeah.
And then when they started doing Adult Swim, when they brought in Adult Swim, they started airing things like Cowboy Bebop and stuff like that late at night.
I was older and not as interested in cartoons.
Yeah. It's kind of weird now because you're like, it's anime, but you gotta explain to people it's not. Anime is not technically cartoons if you're watching the right one.
Animation in general is not automatically a cartoon. A cartoon is like something for like little kids.
Like I'm going to take a band for example. Gorillaz is not a cartoon to watch. It's the animated band like Death Clock is and all that.
Right.
Speaking of Funimation, I just recently, sometime last year or early this year, bought the Rurouni Kenshin series. Did you have anything to do with the live action dubbing of that?
I don't believe so.
You said you also mentioned Fullmetal Alchemist earlier. Is there any chance of our plans to dub that movie when it comes out?
I don't know, and even if I did, I don't think I'd be able to talk about that.
Darn. At least I tried on that one. Speaking of, so I just also read you're also reading or involved of an anime called All Out.
Yeah, I directed that show. Yeah.
That I believe is a sports anime, right?
Yes. Yes, it's first rugby. It was a really fun project. It was the first project I ever got to do, so it was fun working with new people and the show itself. Mm-hmm. I think I cast over 75 different voice actors, because there's so many different reoccurring characters that come through.
And usually some of them do multiple characters too on shows.
Very, very occasionally. We have so many actors, it's really easy to, well, not really easy, but it's pretty easy to to find a voice for every specific character. And because it is anime and not like a cartoon, like Animaniacs or one actor doing voices. I think anime lends itself to an art form that likes to use voice-specific characters rather than using one person for a couple voices. Granted, that's not always the case. In All Out, the only time that we did double casting was at the very end when the main team plays their final opponent. There was these characters on the opposing team that kind of mirrored the characters on the main team. So we kind of used the main characters' mirrors and we changed their voices up a little bit and then had them voice their opponent. So it's kind of like, your greatest enemy is yourself sort of thing. Your greatest opponent. So it was kind of a cool little artistic touch we added at the end. So if you listen to episodes 23 through 25, you can hear the main cast also voice different characters on the opposing team.
Now, somehow I don't know how I found that anime, but actually I was listening to the Fairy Tale soundtrack, which I don't know what it is, but something about Yasuhiro Takanashi's music just gets me going. Have you ever met Mr. Takanashi?
I haven't. No.
He is on Facebook. He does actually have it on Facebook. He's friends with me on Facebook. He's pretty cool. He actually, I asked him if I can use his 30-second intro, not intros, but pieces as intros and stuff for the podcast. He said that's all right. That's cool as long as you know that it's by me. I'm like, I do that. So, but he's pretty cool. I want to get him on the show, but I don't know if it's language barrier. I guess would be hard to do. Yeah, but have you ever met the people who are actually made the anime or the mangas at all?
We did an interview at the last convention that I was at with MAPPA, who were the guys that did Yuri on Ice. And that was kind of interesting just to get the inside scoop from Japan. But for the most part, we as directors and actors really don't interact too much with the Japanese counterparts. It's cool to sometimes meet them, but very seldom do we actually get to. We're kind of on our own little island in Texas.
Now, do you have a favorite character that you haven't voiced that you cast people in?
Right now, in my first girlfriend is a gal, there are several characters that I'm like, oh man, I really wanted to voice that character, just because they're so fun and they're. My girlfriend is a gal, though it is anime, is pretty cartoony at times. It's all over the place. It's really fun. So they get to do a lot of fun things with their voices. Brad Smeaton, who I mentioned earlier, plays Shinpei in that, and he goes all over the place with his voice, from radio announcer to soccer announcer to Star Wars impersonations. It's quite. Shinpei and my girlfriend as a gal would be a great character. I'd love to voice that. Anybody
I'm sorry, I got a little.
Alrighty, Mr. Davis.
So, well, I don't. Okay, now I remember what I was gonna say. So, I've been watching a show called Twin Star Exorcist. I'm not actually sure who has the rights to that, but if you were asked to do, if Funimation does have the rights to that, would you be interested in doing Twin Star Exorcist?
I'm not really familiar with the property.
Well, if you're checking it out on Crunchyroll, it's pretty good. It's pretty good watching on Crunchyroll. About 50 episodes, I believe. But it's really bizarre anime to watch. But So what other projects do you got coming up that you know, if you want to talk about it? Is
Coming up, we're pretty busy with finishing 7 Mortal Sins and starting this new show up this season. The DVD release for All Out will be coming out relatively soon, so that'll be the next kind of big step. Other than that, not much. I mean, I'm voice cast in Centaur's Life right now as Fujimoto.
oh yeah, oh I've been watching that on Crunchyroll. It's different. It's different.
I'm in that show. I'm also in Convenience Store Boyfriends as Makoto, who's the school president. So those will be fun projects to work on. Those are projects that are, in fact, Centaur's Life works in the same studio that I work in, and working by Saxton, who is literally right across the hall from me. So.
Wait, who's across the hall from you?
Dave Saxton.
Like about convenient.
That is kind of convenient a little bit. Who else has got questions for Dave here?
No one?
Hold on.
Alright.
Okay. You say you got like you were really inspired by old cartoons?
Yeah.
Planes on their fear. Behind bar.
By like, I guess what I'm trying to say, what was there any kind of inspiration to what this new show was that is making right now, or? Because I hear that.
Right.
Huh? Sorry.
I take a lot of inspiration.
Hey Davis, your room's a little too loud.
Yeah, Davis, it's a bit too loud. I didn't. So many interruptions.
Alright, go Dave.
Somebody's TV was really loud.
A lot of inspirations that I've taken from different voice actors, different shows, but you kind of take it all, you put it in your brain, and then out comes something unique and different. And I try for every single show to be unique and stand on its own. And I always like to push myself as a director to make it challenging for both me and the actors. I believe that the work comes out of.
Have you ever cast Steve Bloom in like anything you've done?
No.
Oh man, because he is a treat to listen to when he does like his panels and stuff.
Matt here's a
Like-
fanboy, so.
Like if you ask him to do, say, I don't know, something about Legend of Korra and Toonami, he'll do it, and it just sounds so cool. That's somebody I would like to get on the show, but somebody like him, I imagine him doing like the intro to our podcast as Tom. That would be amazing. But Davis, you got a question for Dave?
I can't think of anything right now.
How about you, Donovan?
Well, I would ask him, like, say on like a project, and we have where can we actually
You break that up.
Might want to try that again.
Yeah, try asking again.
Hey guys, I'm off the bus.
Hey, it's Charlie is back.
I was saying, if can we go for if we're working on a project and we're supposed to sort of on right now.
I'm still kind of breaking up. I don't understand the
Yeah,
question.
it's still breaking up a bit.
I'm about to head in right now.
All right.
I'm about to head.
Here, Charlie, here, Davis and Charlie, try to like mute your mics for a sec so we can see if Donovan can get his question out.
Hey, Grandma.
All right. So my question is,
Hey, Grandma.
I'll get to see.
Good.
A couple of us are actually working on a bit of an anime project. Is there a way anyone we can go to maybe try to turn it to see how well that goes?
Well, I don't know of that, of what I do, of what gets done animatically.
Oh my God.
We're pretty we just dub.
I did what I told you.
Yes, Grandma.
It's gonna be surprising when I tell you stuff and work out.
See how they adjust. We don't really know their history.
They haven't filed any charges yet. I need you to make copies.
Go through something that's
I think it's on that first page. Let's see, you might just make a copy.
Oh, I'm talking to a director from Funimation. Can we talk? Can we talk about this later?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm so sorry. So, Mr. Dave, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Dave, right? I have a question for you. What's it like working in Funimation Studios, sir?
It's a dream come true. It's a lot of
really
fun. Best job I've ever had. Yeah, I really.
I'm sorry to cut you off, sir, but I'm just so excited meeting a Funimation director. I love anime. But have you seen any other famous voice actors working in Funimation Studios before?
Well, famous is relative, right? But yeah, I've worked with guys like Chris Sabat before. I'm friends with Ian from you get to see lots. Everybody that's in any of your favorite Funimation shows, I probably at one point met them. Michael Tatum has been in my booth before.
I like him. He's pretty cool.
Caitlin Glass works right across the hall from me. She's awesome.
What about Crispin Freeman?
I haven't worked with him. No.
Okay. Well, since I brought that up, is there anybody you would like to work with that you haven't got a chance to work with yet? Like a Steve Bloom and whatnot.
Man, well, apart from like really, really famous voice peoples like John Benjamin or Patrick Warburton or people that are really kind of that I get starstruck by. I don't know. I've worked with a lot of really fun people so far, and the voiceover industry is a little bit different to where everyone's pretty chill and pretty humble.
Mm-hmm.
We don't make a ton of money doing what we do. We just love doing it.
But I wish y'all did though, sir. I mean, that would mean a whole lot. I mean, coming from a director like yourself, you make a whole lot of money when you direct anime shows, sir. Trust me. I'm in school and I'm learning edit. I'm in school editing, and I'm learning how to be an editor and doing animation on Adobe software and stuff. So
that's terrific. Keep that up.
Hey, there you go. Got props over there from Funimation guy there, Charlie.
Yeah, work. Absolutely. Do what you love doing. That's probably my biggest message is to do what you love. I didn't pursue this until really recently, which is why you probably haven't heard much about me or from me like you have other voice actors who've been working for Funimation for. Yeah,
I'll go be honest with you. I didn't know anything about you until I tweeted about my first girlfriend's a gal. I was like, oh, okay.
No, I literally started Twitter a year ago, so I haven't really self-promoted at all. But I used to be a chef. I used to work in restaurants as a server. I always did voiceover work on the side. I did some acting, some Shakespearean acting. I moved to London for a little bit, but it hasn't been until recently that I actually started working for Funimation and I sure love it. It's really great.
Yeah, that's the thing about that is lots of time to kind of get yourself out there, especially if you start to do well, then leave impressions on people. That kind of helps.
Yeah.
Impressions.
Self-promoting is a big thing right now, and it's something I'm really bad at.
Well, I totally understand. I mean, for our own project, we're trying to self-promote whatever way we can, and that ain't easy.
No, it's
I
not.
miss. No.
I mean, the outlet at Funimation and the fans like you to interact with, and I am
Yeah.
was director that really enjoys interacting with fans because I think that you guys are the lifeblood of what we do.
Yeah, oh, exactly. Yeah.
You know, other people may
Yeah.
charge a bunch of money to go do public appearances, but I just want to come meet people at conventions and
Have you ever been to Comic Con before, sir?
I haven't. No, I haven't been to that one. I've been to several cons before, anime cons. Coming up, I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona, doing a con. I'll be at Anime USA in December.
That's right, Anime USA.
And then I'll also be at Elite up in Chicago in December as well.
How about Anime Expo? Ever done that one?
I haven't done that one yet, no, but I'm talking about that one next year with them.
I want to go to at least one of those. You know, I mean, Comic Con or anime, one of those, you know, where you can like meet all your stars and idols and all that stuff. Like if I go to Comic Con, I want to meet Kevin Conroy or something like that. You know.
If I go to Comic Con, I want to meet Phil Lamar.
That'd be cool. The Reading Rainbow guy.
Reading Rainbow. Oh yeah, the dude from Star Trek. Yep. I always say the dude from Star Trek because that's actually what I know him from. But
Star Wars convention this year, I saw Mark Hamill walk onto a stage. I got to do that.
But speaking of Mark Hamill, is there any chance? Because I know how nerdy he is. Do you think if Funimation would ever get Mark Hamill to do an anime at least one time? Huh?
He's already done an anime before.
What? Oh, if you say Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No.
What was he done? Because I didn't know he did any.
I can't remember exactly, but I could have sworn I heard his voice somewhere.
Well, it could be somebody it sounds like him, but
Well, actually, he did the dubbing for that old Yakuza game, the first one.
But speaking of Funimation, you know, I believe sometime this month they're doing the Fairy Tail U.S. Theater screenings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like how they're doing this because they're doing the subtitled one on Monday, and then Wednesday and Saturday they're doing the dub version. So I was gonna go to the Monday screening, but then I'm like, but that's also the same day as the Batman Harley Quinn thing. I'm like, I'll just go to the Saturday dub screening because it's going to be playing at my theater. So, but I believe this is supposed to be the end of Fairy Tail. I think is what I've been told by sources.
The end of one arc.
Oh, I believe the anime, not the anime, the manga just ended. I think.
Did it?
Which, well, I mean, to me, some animes like shouldn't have ended the way it did. Like, there's one I think ended way too soon. What was the name of it? I was going to say Fooly Cooly, but then they're bringing that back. So, are you guys doing Fooly Cooly, or is it somebody else?
I don't know.
I have not got a chance to watch Ghost in Shell live action movie. I have not got a chance to watch that.
Well, since we're on the live, what do you think about studios doing live action adaptations of anime?
I think it's cool. I think we might have more opportunities now that we're part of Sony to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, that news. Yeah, that news broke yesterday. Sony, I believe, required majority something another ownership. What's it?
Shareholder, yeah.
Mr. Dave.
Yes, Charlie.
Do you do Adobe software in Funimation?
I don't. No. We pretty much just use Pro Tools to record.
Ah.
Wow.
I was wondering what recording software you do. I mean, because I use like to record like my voice for something is Audacity. That's all I got because it's free. but like because I was curious.
Version of Pro Tools there is. We also use Newman mics to record, so it's pretty much.
There goes that one question I had about the mics. See, I have a Samson Meteor mic, so which it's big. But it's not that big, but it's something.
Well, hey guys, I'm actually gonna have to head out here and get to work pretty soon. But great talking to you. And
great talking to you too,
Yeah.
Mr. Dave. It was nice meeting you on Skype, sir.
You're welcome to come back anytime you want.
all right, y'all. Yeah.
All right.
Stay tuned. Follow me. Keep on retweeting and tweeting on Twitter through the hashtag my first girlfriend is a gal.
I'm hoping to get Nicole on here. She said she'd do it, but she's got. I'm asking about her schedule. See how that
I
works.
was about to say their schedules, dude.
I'm shocked that you. I didn't have to like pay you or anything to do. It's like let's do it.
Wow. Now, like I said, I like talking to fans. You guys are the lifeblood of what we do, and I really appreciate you guys reaching out. And yeah, keep on tuning in. Twitter
Keep it up with that, dude, because fan base gets stronger with that. So.
So on that,
most definitely.
How can people reach out to you, Dave?
Yeah. Hit me. You can go to davetrosko.com. That's the thing now. I just made my first website. It sucks, but hey.
It's something, okay? It's all right.
It's something.
It's the start. It's the start of something.
I know what
Trust me.
Hey, the Full Metal Otaku website's kind of crappy too, so I don't really.
Yeah, at Dave Trosko on Twitter, or you can also follow me on Instagram at Troskologist.
Clever.
That actually sounds cool, to be honest with you.
And what we're recording in Studio G. And yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So, Mr. Dave Trosko. Trosko. Okay, man.
Yeah.
I'm just
Before you go, would you like to say any words of wisdom to the viewers?
Yeah. I'll kind of revamp on what I said earlier. Do what you love doing, and if you love,
do you basically?
Yeah, do what you love doing, and do it to the fullest of your ability. Love God, love people, and love people like you love yourself, and all of that will get you there.
Don't let anybody ever tell you you can't do this, you can't do that, because then one day or another you'll be $1 million worth of stuff coming out from you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't let nobody tell you something that you can't do it, but you can.
I mean, heck, Dave's got like a few animes coming out, and I'm gonna watch one of them later.
Enjoy. I'll be signing off. All right.
All right. Good luck and make some good stuff.
Good luck, sir.
I'll tell you what I think about I'll tell you what I think about My First Girlfriend is a Gal when I listen to it. Well, watch it, listen.
Yeah, dude, totally.
Whichever one is coming out of my mouth.
My First Girlfriend is a Gal. Watch it tonight. We'll also be doing a live feed with a couple of the actors tonight to kind of celebrate the first.
Is that like going to be like a live? What is it? Live stream? What was it?
We'll Periscope ourselves. We're going to be at a bar, and
I'll check into that.
Yeah, check it out. It'll be on my Twitter for sure.
All right.
All right. Catch you all later.
All right.
Later.
Bye. Dave Trosko, everybody of Funimation.
Hey, I'm so happy. That was awesome.
Yeah. Is he still on?
Yeah, still on. No. Oh, him? No, it's showing he's getting off.
There we go.
Okay. There it is.
Just gotta give it a second.
All right.
Oh, I should.
Okay, guys. So let's talk. Okay, so sorry for cutting you off. So, what did y'all think?
I mean, I can, edit some things out. All the background. I can edit all that out, but I think we did good.
Yeah.
Even though I'm just.
Yeah.
Dave was pretty nice.
We do need to be careful next time around to make sure that we're like
He
really set.
he understood that this is new for us and all that stuff. Well, not new for podcasting, but like new for interviews and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because
We gotta let-
we haven't really ever interviewed someone that's way up there.
Yeah.
And
So,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
Charlie,
never.
Charlie, how did you feel getting words from wisdom from Dave Trosko of Funimation?
I felt really inspired. Now I really want to do anime. I really do.
That's
I
some good
will
stuff.
feel really inspired.
I'm going to tweet this out
Oh,
right
what
now.
was that?
What?
What was that thing
What?
you just did?
What, me?
me?
Yeah, you did something where you looked like you were just putting the finger up your mouth or something.
I was scratching the side of my mouth,
All right.
but I opened it up
Hey,
to
you know
stretch it
what?
a little more. so I
I'm
can
gonna
get
be
to
real
it.
with you guys. I'm actually proud no one decided to went off with weird stuff, Philip.
You mean go
Look,
crazy?
Hey, look, I'm a comedian sometimes, but I know when to keep it professional.
Professional?
I can't even talk today. Okay, look
No, you
Easy for
can't.
you to say.
Okay, you want me to talk nasty now? Huh? You all want me to start?
We're not recording anymore now. Anyways,
Oh, I'm still live
yeah.
streaming. I'll keep this up for days.
Yeah, Philip doesn't care when he live streams.
Hey, it's going on my
Yeah,
channel too.
basically.
Y'all better remember that.
Basically.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, woman, you know I'll talk dirty.
And that's when I'm getting off.
I will have to put apologies for the back. If there's weird noises, some of it I won't probably be able to get rid of.
Yeah, there was.
Hey, I'm sorry. I had to keep them fans on.
Well, no, yours wasn't too bad. It was no.
Yeah, yours wasn't that bad. And this isn't for her to blame.
No, I'm not blaming anybody.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
just hate-
saying.
I just hate I hate buses. That's all I'm gonna say. Buses, I hate them. There's no AT people in there.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one that don't have no car. So, I mean, I have to do what I have to do to
Well,
get
I-
behind home.
I would. Oh, I got to turn. Well, speak.
Alright, well, guess I can go ahead and cut the live stream off then.
If you
Sure.
want, I mean.
Don't gotta be all
Alright.
over. We just
Alright.
spoke to Dave Trosko, man. Come on,
Oh,
be
by the-
more happy, Charlie.
Oh yeah, I'm happy.
I'm happy. I'm
just so
super.
damn tired.
I'm super excited. I'm gonna get naked. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It was a joke. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Laying alone.
Please.
If
That
you-
one interview down in the
sorry.
books.
I'm sorry, if you got naked on camera, I'd have to yell, "Be gone, Satan!"
What was it?
You're
Oh,
keeping your pants on, or I will have nothing to do with this.
I'll spray
I have
holy
my
water
pants
on
on.
you if you dare go near me.
what do you call me? A demon?
It
With
sounds like
with
it.
with that, well, look, with that beard, I mean,
You know what's funny when y'all were asking him questions, like who brought up how he got into voice acting? Was that you, Cole?
Yeah, I was asking. Well,
That
how
was
you
actually
went
one of my
about-
questions too. That was that and how he got contacted by Funimation.
Yeah,
and then,
exactly. Yeah.
And then how if voice acting became natural. He kind of answered that himself.
Yeah.
The only thing I was able
Well,
to
that's
ask
the thing
him.
about being an interviewer is that you got to understand what kind of questions that, especially like the why questions, help where it requires the interviewee.
I'm actually
to,
glad I had you guys on there because I would have went somewhere with it. So
Well, we're glad to help you. We're glad to be able to help you, Matt.
and he's helping us.
You know
so, yeah,
what?
We gotta help him.
Yeah.
An eye for an
I've
eye.
been thinking.
so let's see what we got here.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing. So,
Oh, I just literally I also gave out a shout out to Nicole, which was great. She might like it. She's gonna like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, y'all want to talk about what we want to do? Really
Before
cool.
we do that, before we do that, did y'all hear the news that they're after the new update of Windows 10 they're deleting Microsoft Paint?
You told us.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
I don't
heard.
know.
I think,
yeah, because I just got this new thing called Paint 3D.
yeah, that's what I got on mine too. Paint 3D.
All right, well, before we keep this on longer than we should, we're gonna go ahead and guys enjoyed this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Don't forget.
Okay.
Really, we're not Jacksepticeye. But anyway, and if you guys want, please go over to Full Metal Otaku, search them up, and you'll find the picture of some blue hair little girl.
It's a picture of Miku Hasune.
Yeah, that thing. Then we'll see you guys in the next broadcast. Goodbye.
What the hell?